I don't know how to start this off. I mean, I guess if you've never had a kind of not fat but over chubby, just something just a little bit too mud flappy that has always been there for you. You know, well, if you don't know what that's like, then you don't know what it is to truly be adored and loved. But this old girl right here, this is my chubby chick. Just whenever I'm ready, is there for me. Almost always good to go. There's always just a little bit of maintenance because you didn't call back or say thank you. So when the other truck was stolen, I had there was still a lock block on the battery that was on this side and in the 03, and there wasn't on the driver's side. So what they did is they tried to steal both of these really nice Duralast AGM batteries. Well, they didn't have the time or the tool to get the one out of that side out, so I ended up with a really good one and they put a shitty one in here. So I got a good battery and a bad battery. Anyways, every time I set a charger out overnight, last 2 years, everyone's coming up stolen. Fucking thieves. So I've just been hooking them up onto my camper and, you know, letting them sit there for a day or two. So both of these batteries been charging, and I checked them, and man, they had great voltage on there. They were like 14.2 volts, both of them. And I popped them in and hammered the piece of shit, cables on. Click, click, click. I said, no, that ain't them fucking batteries. I know, it's these cables. They need some love. And you know what? They got some love. And I'm going to show you how to give that loving to your fat chick and let her take you out to dinner and do what you want without spending a dime. Now, if you're like most normal people that have just piles of shit laying around, you've got battery cables. And, you know, like this one, broken ice cream truck. You know, this is a whole trailer park full of fucking raisins. You know, I call it Raisin Ranch. And can you believe that ice cream truck drives by and never fucking stops in here? So we got all these people who are like, oh, I want some ice cream, I'm old. And they don't fucking get any. It's so rude. Anyways, you know, you got missing bolts. You got small diameters. You got some giant diameters. And boy, I'll tell you what, on the diesel, on the 250, Betty Ford, them some fat cables. So you figure, you know what? I'm broke. I got all this junk. I'm gonna fucking make it work. So you're like, all right, man. What have I got? Well, me. I got a table that's about ready to fall over. That's how you do it, son. That's how you do it. Put it right on that propane tank. Copper pipe. Got a couple different sizes here. So you're probably gonna want to get that about the size and diameter of the stuff that you're using. So you're going to make your cuts, right? And you're thinking, well, you know, I'm going to clamp that sucker down and bring out the hacksaw. Get it all nice. Yeah, you know, fuck that. That's not how we do shit here. Fucking, we're going to grab this off the road, busted old, junked out Craftsman die grinder with a wheel I actually found in a dumpster. And, you know, I got a whole bunch of these things and bolt pickup. And, yeah, none of the batteries work. So, you know, there we go. There's 24 volts at 20 amps, I do believe. I think I got it set at 22 volts right now. And that little sucker just kicks like a little racehorse, I'll tell you what. So that's what you're going to be cutting with. You ain't going to be no damn hacksaw, anything like that. And you think, man, I got to strip this stuff. I mean, think about it. You're going to use a set of clines on something like this? Like, no, you're going to use a razor knife and shit? No. You're going to think, man, I'm going to grab something sharp and accurate. And no, you stupid motherfucker. These things are expensive. They have a fucking purpose. You don't use it to cut fucking heavy wire. You know what you use? Use what everybody else uses. PVC cutters. That right there, you just put right around your wire, give her a spin, you pluck it right off. Tell you what. I guess maybe if you're smart or not, following along, Well, we got to get these ends stuck in there. I mean, sure, you could do this whole bolt thing and have this rattling around in a wad of tape, and you know, no, what fun is that? So, first thing we got to do is we got to find the most difficult way to try and secure it down to our workforce. And yeah, I mean, why? Because you know, not everybody has the nice fancy tools like that. They got weird shit from Grandpa. So, you know, we're gonna grab it. Oh, make sure they're nice and rusty. And you put just a little bit of PB Blaster on them so they move just a little bit, but you have to use 2 hands to open them up. Those are freaking great. Love them. So, we're going to cut our tube. We're going to cut our wire. We're going to strip our wire with the PVC cutters. And we're going to go ahead and stick that inside a piece of that copper tube and give it a good inch or so or something like that. And then out comes the fun. What the hell is this other vise doing here? We aren't fucking rich people here. Look, see, that's what you use. That is the proper tool to put your fucking battery terminals, post things on shit that we're fixing. That's the proper tool. So you get your torch, grab that dog food bowl, take some of the lead, you start melting it down, and you'll get playing with it and doing shit, swirling it around, and you'll get these long streaks. You grab them long streaks, put it down inside of that pipe. You got that wire in there, and you just keep feeding those strips inside of there while you're torching that sumbitch. You make sure it keeps wanting to fall over. Once it all pours out the bottom where the wire's in, well, then you know you're going all the way through. So you just go ahead and leave that alone, scrape it up, swirl it around in the pan again, get some long strips, stick on the other end of the wire, Bob's your uncle. So in order to properly weatherize this stuff, you got to get the right tape, man, and you just can't get yourself a roll of cheap tape. You got to get yourself a 10-pack of the cheapest fucking tape that you can find, because I mean, it's going to sit in the sun and fucking get all dried out and sticky like on your steering wheel and all that shit later anyways, right? Because that's what you do with it. So took the wire, used 2 different sizes, and I'll show you on the truck why I used 2 different sizes, because I had 2 different sizes. That right there I was using for about 24 volt LEDs like a dumbass. I don't know why. Clicked the wrong thing, and I bought the supply. So I got the sander, I got the Sawzall, I got the circular saw. So I mean, this clip right here comes out and I can pop it into another one. It's great. You know, it's my own portable, not battery operated. So let's see. We covered not using the right tools, cutting apart old shit we got, not using the fucking side cutters. Side cutters were not harmed in this whole process. Let's go back and take a look at the truck. Alright, we're back. So believe it or not, right here on this one, for this ground terminal, I have a larger piece of copper pipe from here to there on this terminal connector. And then there was such a large amount of this versus that, I had some sticking out, so I went ahead and used that for the ground strap with a smaller piece of copper pipe. So they have both been melted off, and you can see I got brass and I got melted shit. I mean you got to do it on the workspace. I mean, here's another chunk of lead. So, well, maybe no, that's lead, copper, and brass. That's from the other one. So, you know, of course I let the one that's going to break eventually alone, and that one right there I just, you know, smash flat. You know, it's like, oh wow, there's that joint I've been looking for in your back of your pocket for 2 weeks. And, well, we have ignition. I'm not going to put these on and start it up, but trust me, the moment I was done spending this hour and a half, oh shit, I forgot to talk about personal safety equipment. Always wear some sort of eye protection. These right here are the worst fucking possible thing that you can use. These are dollar store plastic glasses. I don't know if you recall that disc on that side grinder I had, but you know, that 10,000 RPMs, a chunk of that coming through. I think some people would rather just have that chunk of blade in their eyebrow rather than 30 pieces of plastic embedded in their, you know, eyelids and pupil and tear ducts. So yeah, make sure you use everything you can, and remember, folks, don't do what I do. Do it yourself. Technically, I didn't show you how to do anything. I just put some damn ideas in your head on how you can save money and do the whole Louis Rossmann thing where you fucking have the right to repair. You got to have a brain and use what you got to do what you can. Seriously, that really is a tip. I melted lead from the old ones, used some old copper pipe that I had laying around from something I scrapped, stuck the wire in, stuck the lead in, melted it, stuck more lead in, melted it again, cinched it, crimped it, did it to the other wire, wrapped it up. Did it again, and I tell you what, this truck fired right the fuck up. So, that's it. See ya.